So the quarterfinal matches continuing. This is the final one for the day session. Sloane Stephens of the USA, the number 8 seed, taking on the qualifier, also from the USA, Lauren Davis, having a good run through the event. Very interesting match between these players, both 19 years of age and very much the future of American tennis. Conditions overcast here at the Domain Tennis Centre in Hobart. We'll update the weather in just a few moments. 24 moment, just 20.3. Feels a lot colder than that. The breeze just sitting at that 24k mark, which we've seen throughout today. Well, the players getting into their warm-ups, I should say, and let's introduce the players. Lauren Davis finished the 2012 season inside the top 100 for the first time off the back of a quarter-final appearance at the WTA event in Quebec City and the second round of the French Open. Davis also has 6 ITF titles to her name. Coming through qualifying, Davis is making her debut in the main draw of the Moorilla Hobart International and defeated Bojana Babusic 7-6 in the third set in the opening round and the second seed, Sorana Castella, in straight sets in the second round. Please welcome, from the USA, Lauren Davis. Sloane Stephens had a breakout 2012, reaching 2 semi-finals on the WTA and the 4th round of the French Open, ending the year inside the world's top 40. The 19-year-old was a member of the US Fed Cup team last year and recorded 4 wins over top 30 ranked opponents. So far in this tournament, Stephens has recorded wins over Laura Robson in the opening round and Simona Halep in the second round. Please welcome back to centre court, from the USA, Sloane Stephens. And your umpire for this quarter-final, Thomas Sweeney from Australia. They are the two players. They played each other once before, back in 2010. It was in for Davis in 3 sets. Hopefully we'll have a close match here as well. So the warm-ups will continue here. Coming up tonight, Monica Niculescu taking on Kirsten Flipkins to complete the semi-final lineup. Already Elena Vesnina and Mona Bartel through. Vesnina 6-3, 6-2 over Yamila Gajdosova and Bartel 6-3, 6-3 over Svetlana Peronkova.
Three minutes. Two minutes.
boy. Can you roll one down this end as well?
Really been good to watch Lauren Davis and her progression through this event, particularly the qualifying event. Some tough matches, tough conditions, particularly the first day. 41-degree temperatures out on court. Tight match against Bojana Babusic.
1 minute.
Seems quite some time ago now. But 7-6 in the third set. It was a match that had plenty of momentum shifts in it, but got through that and had a good win over Sorana Castella. Always coming in good form to this event. The qualifiers playing the 3 matches to get into the main draw. Now into a quarterfinal here. Into a quarterfinal in Quebec last year. Certainly a bit of a rankings boost, which will be helpful into the Australian Open. And for Sloane Stephens, who'll be seeded for the Australian Open. Looking forward to seeing what she can do here. Good win over Laura Robson on the opening day.
Will be the best of 3 tiebreak sets.
Halep in the next round.
Stephens won the toss and chose to receive. Tie. Roll that one that way.
We're live from the Domain Tennis Centre in Hobart. Thanks to your company. The third of our quarterfinal matches today. Really looking forward to this one. This is the future of American tennis on the women's side here. Time that question of who will be there to place the Williams sisters once they eventually retire after such a glittering career. Certainly appears that Sloane Stephens is making her mark. 19 years of age, as is Lauren Davis. So give us a good insight into American tennis right here. The winner to play Elena Vesnina in the semi-final tomorrow. Now almost set for a start. It'll be Lauren Davis to get us underway. Overcast conditions, cool conditions. The Domain Tennis Centre, the third of our quarterfinals. Sloane faced a tight battle in the opening set of a second round match against Simona Halep, but then unstoppable. Just got on a run and away she went.
30-15.
Davis, that interesting first set of the match against Babusik. 6-1 down, then started to get on a roll. So, Davis holds. Clean hitting from both players to get us underway. It's a quarter-final match. Moorilla Hobart International semi-finals coming up tomorrow. Sloane Stephens ranked 29 in the world. Lauren Davis at 91 will get a bit of a boost after going deep into this event. From there it starts to get a little easier getting into the WTA events around the world. More importantly, for next week. Good performances expected next week just to continue the good form. It means that players don't want to face you in the opening round. Oh, guessed right, Davis. Just too much pace for her to handle.
30-15.
Such a strong serve from Sloane Stephens. Just got this power game. Last week in Brisbane went down to Serena Williams, but it was a pretty competitive performance. And we are all level here in this opening set. Third of our quarterfinals today at the 2013 Moorilla Hobart International. Oh, great work from both players. Hopefully that sets the tone for the rest of the match. Both players had opportunities there. That was nicely done by Stevens in the end. He's turned defence into attack.
Next, first.
Gust of wind just picking that up. Sloane Stevens pretty happy with the way she's playing at the moment. Building her year nicely. In that match back in 2010, 6-3, 4-6, 6-4, the scoreline to Davis. Both players were still in that junior sort of period. And there's that power. Good example of it right there from Sloane Stevens. Shot at an early break. Good rally again, both players. Davis is sitting up on that backhand. It's trying to lift the level again. And completely missing that one. The wind just taking it away. There's a break of serve. Stevens now 2-1 with the break. It's opening sets.
Davis is requested to see a coach. Time.
So Stevens consolidating the break, 3-1. This is the opening set. Tonight's the last of our quarterfinal matches, Monica Niculescu and Kirsten Flipkins. Around 7:15 Hobart time. 5 hours from now. Always dangerous, that sliding that the players do.
15.
It was nicely weighted by Stevens, just drifting over the net.
Next for 7.
Yeah, can't give her any sort of room, Sloane Stevens. Certainly not from shoulder height. That's a terrific inside-out forehand. Too big. Just overplaying, but that's the pressure that Stevens puts on. Anything remotely short, and you're in for a tough volley at the net. Just struggling a little bit to keep pace with Sloane Stevens at the moment, Lauren Davis. And Stevens gets the break, so 4-1 off to a great start. But don't write Lauren Davis off just yet. Put up plenty of fight here, but at the moment it's Stevens with the advantage. 4-1 opening set.
Tie. Nets. Aggressive.
Have to go on the chase there, Lauren Davis. All she needed to do was just block that ball back over the nets.
15.
Whether now Davis will be able to match the pace of Stevens over the entirety of the match. And that's a different look there for Sloane Stevens. Just a little bit of pace taken off the ball. That's not bad from Davis. Not a bad tactic to use. Try and mix it up a little bit.
Next, second set. Advantage Stevens.
That's good work from Sloane Stevens under a bit of pressure in that service game.
Stevens leads by 5 games to 1.
We're pushing ahead now, 5 games to 1 in this opening set. Third quarter-final today. Earlier was wins for Elena Vesnina and Mona Bartel. Vesnina to play the winner of this match.
15.
So important now for Davis to hold serve and just make Stevens serve it out. Really has been a good performance from Sloane Stevens, but seeing Davis drop the first set a couple of times in this event, but be able to turn it around. That's terrific power. That's the real feature of the Sloane Stevens game. Bring just 19 years of age and certainly one of the real up-and-comers in American tennis.
Advantage Stevens.
In the blink of an eye, Stevens has a set point.
demonstrated. Videos and quite a bit of information comes up. Terrific.
Another big forehand from Stevens. Another set point.
Advantage Stevens.
Just been controlling this match and certainly off the big first serve. the semi-finals. It gives us a good chance, Peter, to talk about a few of the other highlights from tennis in Tasmania in 2012. So the start of the year and the players. And what about looking ahead to 2013? What's on the drawing board?
Again, as we've been speaking of, the internationals coming through from here, I guess, the focus very much turns to Melbourne Park for the coming fortnight, with many Tasmanians, thousands of Tasmanians making the journey, and you hear amazing stories of people going across for the fortnight every day at the tennis. It's such a great event, and hopefully they come back and take advantage of the tournaments in Burnie and Launceston. Generally, I guess the emphasis is here is very much on building on the hot shots, cardio programs, the continuing to build the junior squads. So, participation is certainly the name of the game now, and no doubt everyone's aware of hot shots, but the numbers there are colossal. I believe they've broken through the 300,000 barrier for the number of players who've experienced hot shots. So that's obviously the base for the boost in participation that we're looking for, and there are programs now. So you start in hot shots, go through to hot shots competitions, and then hopefully joining clubs and participating in the full game.
Well, notice that there's a new partnership heading into schools that Tennis Australia is working pretty hard on to try and get tennis in as a sport in the curriculum, and providing equipment and hot shots and that sort of thing. Yes,
absolutely. Getting phys ed teachers in some cases geared up to take hot shots programs. So that alliance with schools is certainly crucial.
It absolutely is. As is the partnership that you've had with Moorilla over the years, which just continues on.
Into the second decade, which is a remarkable contribution from Moorilla. They've been a great naming rights sponsor.
They certainly have, and one of the other things I love about this event is, yes, it's a very relaxed event. That's probably part of the reason why the players enjoy it so much, but also the fact that the volunteers come from the club here, so they fill a lot of the key roles around the event, and they all seem to enjoy the experience, even though they're working 12, 13-hour days.
Yeah, some big days, particularly once the night matches have started. So we've really got the two sessions. Long days, particularly for the young volunteers. But in fact, they come from across the state, and from my point of view, it's one of the key aspects of the tournament to get people involved in the tournament, whatever age, and there's a wide range here, so that they contribute to the event. They see great tennis in their own backyard, and if they happen to be a junior, this may be the start of their tennis career.
Well, yes, I've seen a lot of the juniors. Also, a couple of them taking on roles as junior tournament directors around here. There's actually some photos on hobartinternational.com.au of the experience. They've had experience in getting to all the different facets of the tournament.
Yes, and it is a great workplace. A lot of energy around, long days, but a fantastic experience. And from my point of view, having been involved with the tournament for quite a while, I think the teams and the systems this year, they're well, if not the best, certainly among the best. So some significant innovations this year, Peter, particularly the computerisation of the coffee and the bar facilities, which is making that just so much more efficient and less time consuming for the volunteers.
They're away in this second set. There was a slightly longer break with Davis, I should say, visiting the bathroom. And feeling pretty good too, starting to get a sighter on the Stevens first serve. And Sloane knows that she's in for a big fight here. Last time they played a couple of years back, it was a 3-setter. It's an interesting point you raise about innovation and advancing forward. How far can this tournament go? How much room for expansion and growth is there?
Well, given the facility, I mean, it is a world-class facility. The potential is great, and with the Australian Open continuing to grow and the improved facilities there, the future of this as a lead-in tournament is substantial. So, 20 years this year, and let's hope another 20 to come.
And beyond.
Yeah, and beyond. I know Tennis Australia is keen to continue having a major event in each state, and this really contributes to that summer season and leading to the Australian Open. The success of the Hopman Cup this year, I think their numbers are up 30-40%. An amazing stadium, which people will have seen on TV. I believe 500 million investment in that facility. So, yeah, some great things happening around the country and in Australian tennis. We had Steve Healy here during the week, and he spoke at a breakfast for club presidents from around the state, and he explained really well the great things that are happening in Australian tennis in terms of facilities, in terms of juniors coming through, and what a bright future there seems to be ahead of us. Little patience needed, but with Tomic, Barty, etc. Coming through, certainly looks good.
So Davis here off to a good start in this second set. Certainly a little shift in the momentum. Sloane Stevens slow to get underway. Had a coach out on court at the change of ends. We've seen Davis just really roar into matches, particularly through the qualifying rounds too. And certainly, as you spoke about earlier, the participation is so important. Translating events like this and the Australian Open into getting kids and families and people of all ages onto the court and actually playing and picking up the game and running with it, more than just 4 weeks out of the year, but year round.
Absolutely. We know that tennis has... Well, I think in most of the recent surveys, it's number one sport for interest, but we want more people actually out on court, as you say, and that That starts with juniors.
An overrule. Sorry, Peter. An overrule call. The umpire in the chair, Tom Sweeney, making that call. It was very close to the line. Davis can't believe it.
Thought it was pretty close. Yeah, the umpire fortunately is closer than I am. Yeah, so the stats are pretty clear that we need to get people involved from the ages of 5 to 15. That's ideal, and they're much more likely to pick the sport up and keep going with it if they can get involved around those ages.
But also keeping them too. That's a good forehand by Davis. Keeping them once they get to high school, get through the teenage years, and you've got a better chance if they get to 18, 19 still playing tennis to continue playing it.
Yeah, absolutely. And that, I guess, leads into the new cardio program, which is, I guess, aimed at that 20-30s market. Not exclusively, but certainly has that as a focus.
Chance here for Davis, game point to consolidate the break. Just held out. Have you had a go at the cardio tennis?
I've seen it demonstrated. I'd certainly want the heart monitor close by if I participated. And probably the heart starting machine pretty close as well. But no, it's very high energy. Looks like a great program. And although tennis is the base, you don't need to be a tennis player to participate in cardio.
Cardiotennis.com.au, the website for more information there. Or hotshots.tennis.com.au is where you can find all the information about the Hot Shots program. So Davis now again with game point. Again, just not able to take it. A lot of Hot Shots programs up here. The complex, we see shot of our centre court, but there are two other plexi cushion courts and a whole heap of other courts around the grounds here.
Yes, very popular here, and adoption around the state is going well. And well, we had a Hot Shots program demonstrated here last evening before the singles. Local coach David Tunbridge, some of his Hot Shot students.
Oh, they've been looking to hit backhands like that. Magnificent again from Davis.
Advantage Davis.
Another game point opportunity.
You've certainly predicted the match well so far. It was all Stevens early in that first set, but talk of 3 sets and things have really tightened.
Just not able to get over that hurdle though.
Still wary of that Stevens forehand. So just going for a bit too much there.
Can I trouble you for a prediction for the tournament?
Sticking with Bartel. She looks in great form. Her comeback after the first set against Barty, 2 flawless sets of tennis.
It was amazing, wasn't it?
Yeah. So I think she's at this stage playing within her ability. So it'll take a good player to beat her. I was very impressed with Vesnina this morning.
Davis holds here, consolidating the break. 2 games to love in the second set. And Kirsten Flipkins, I think, is playing pretty well too. It's her birthday today.
Yeah, happy birthday. She's in great form. Looks really, really fit, and great work so far. One of the highlights of the tournament for me is seeing the Flipkins running smash. She's demonstrated it a few times. Takes me right back to Pete Sampras, how he used to run at the smashes, jump, and really generate some power. So despite her fairly short stature, she's got a great running smash. Well worth the price of admission.
We're looking forward to seeing that tonight against Monica Niculescu. It'll be a really interesting match as it is unfolding here in front of us. Oh, beautiful to watch again. Davis just using the pace of the Stevens forehand. Guiding at the line, on fire in this second set. How's the tournament director going?
Mr. Handley's travelling pretty well. He's just behind us as we speak.
It's the magic of TV. They couldn't see that.
I think that 1 to 2 hours sleep a night's more than adequate for him. He's done a great job here. This is his second tournament. Some significant innovations, and has really built the behind the scenes aspects of the tournament so well.
3 break points for Davis. Only needs 1. On fire, Lauren Davis at the moment. 3-love in the second set. And before we let you go, Peter, any insights into what's going to be in the speech on Saturday afternoon that we're going to be hearing?
Look, I'm going to go out early and say that I hope I'll be talking about our first second winner of the tournament. It would be a back-to-back win, in fact, for Mona Bartel. So there, I've gone out early.
Nice to see you, Peter, as always. Best of luck with the rest of the tournament. Thanks for joining us on the live stream.
Thanks a lot, Peter. All the best.
Three-love lead. Lauren Davis making a charge.
Love 15.
Just missing. Wow, tried to bring that back. just not enough. So this is the opportunity in this second set, Stevens, just to regain some momentum. Been all one-way traffic.
Love 40.
So it's still an opportunity for Stevens to get a break just against the run of play. So there is the break against the run of play for Sloane Stevens.
Davis leads by 3 games to 1.
Still with this handy buffer, 3 games to 1 in the second set. Stevens lifting her level again. Davis has matched it and done a little bit more in this second set. Just running out of options a little bit, Lauren Davis.
40.
So Stevens just working her way back into this second set. Still a break, though, for Lauren Davis. 3-2 in this second set.
Davis is requested to see a coach.
And now this momentum shift in the game. It's time for Lauren Davis to just check in with her team. Just try and settle things down. Rico Ricci making an appearance out on court.
Tie.
Please have some more bananas.
Love 15.
Well, Davis just losing her footing. I think she's okay. Might just take a little bit of time just to get herself settled. And so a little bit of frustration creeping in. Did so well just to get back into the match. Now just got to find a way through. Stevens' level has just lifted again.
30-40. Time violation warning Davis. Juice. Advantage Davis. Juice. Advantage Stevens.
We're seeing some really clean hitting, both of these players now. Get that clean hitting. You bring the crowd into the equation as well. The atmosphere building.
Advantage Davis.
Players and spectators, I know they are in a real contest. I can guarantee you the fans around the Domain Tennis Centre will be looking for this to go to a third set. We'll see this quality of tennis. Oh, magnificent. Look at the way this match has gone and the clean hitting that we've seen. I think this could be worthy of a final. No doubt these two players will meet in a final at some stage in the WTA. Great pressure again from Davis. Just willing herself along. advantage of this tournament. Players ranked 25 down to 60. And all of these matches competitive.
Juice.
Important for Davis to hold here, just to keep herself with that break buffer. Nicely done. Boy, that's a good shot. Ball dropping. Just able to put the topspin, enough topspin to get it into the corner.
4 games to 2.
Gasp from the crowd. You hear that slide. The first loose shot that we've seen. 3 or 4 games from either player. It's terrific evasive work from Stevens. Did really well. Guessed the right direction where Davis was going.
40-15.
Just couldn't finish it off. Well done by Davis as well. Switch from attacking mode. Had to switch quickly into defence. Good running. So Stevens hold, but Davis, I should say, still with that break. 4 games to 3 now in this second set. And David Nankin, who is Sloane Stevens' coach, making an appearance out on court.
Davis leads by 4 games to 3. Tie. First.
Brilliant from both players again. Oh, the power from both players. Great touch too from Davis. Stevens way out of position, running back into that juice court, and she managed to get that back. Nice work from Davis though at the net. Yeah, it's just too short from Davis that time. Wonderful tennis. This time Davis in control.
40-15.
Points now for 5-3. Just missing the baseline. So Davis goes to 5-3 now in his second set. Big chance of seeing a third. I think certainly the crowd would be looking forward to that. Coming up tonight, Monica Niculescu and Kirsten Flipkins from 7:15 Hobart time.
Wait, please.
Out.
15 left.
Went for it again. Still in a pretty good position, knowing that could trade this serve from Stevens and how to serve it out. That just caught the edge. I won't impress Sloane Stevens any, but a bit tricky for the linesperson. And Lauren Davis just running across as that ball was landing. 59% first serve percentage for Sloane, winning 67% of those. That's good going. Only 43% though on the second ball. And that percentage has dropped in this second set. The second double fault for Stevens for the match. And the other thing that Sloane will be thinking about is to serve out this game and put the pressure back on Lauren Davis, but also if Davis is able to hold, Sloane Stevens will be serving first in the final set, which is a good advantage to have. And that's wide. So Lauren Davis will come out and attempt to serve for this second set at 5-4.
Davis leads by 5-4. Time.
Oh, now Sloane Stevens, you just see at the back of the court. I think she's okay. It's moving very quickly across to that ball. Free hitting from both players, and there's the frustration from Sloane Stevens, who'll get a code violation for that. Or at least should. There it is. Saw a couple of times last night Monica Niculescu make a He'll bang the racket on the ground. It's now set point for Lauren Davis, and Sloane will want to move things along here pretty quickly. Tom Sweeney been very quick to penalise players, give warnings for time. 1 hour and 39 minutes on court. And that is the second set. We're off to the decider. Lauren Davis, 6 games to 4. And again, Lauren Davis racing off for a bathroom break. And a bit of work now for Sloane Stephens to just get her mind focused and settled and get on with the job in this final set.
Second set, Davis, 6 games to 4. Davis is tie. Final sets. Stephens to serve.
Here we go, final set.
Nancy to serve.
Don't forget, coming up tonight, Monica Nicolescu and Kirsten Flipkins, both players in excellent form, as they are here. Now, the question is, in this final set,
Love 15.
can Sloane Stephens get things back on track? Because Lauren Davis is going nowhere. It might mean just a short stage in this third set of just backing off a little bit, just to keep the ball in play.
Juice. Advantage Stephens.
Towards the end of that set, the first serve percentage dropped for Stephens. Davis was able to increase the pressure. Now just struggling a little bit just to string a couple of points together. Such a clean hitter of the ball. This would be frustrating for her. Well done. Oh, just missing. Right idea, straight up the line. So now this is a danger time for Sloane Stephens. And finishes it off. There's the break. Opening game of this final set. And Lauren Davis with the momentum.
Love 15.
Linesperson leaning the wrong way there. Got the tennis ball from Stevens in the leg. Now, immediate break back here for Stevens. Just something to unsettle Davis.
Oh, gee. Sliding again. It's got to be a little bit of a concern for Davis.
Next for serve. That's Professor. Juice. Advantage Davis.
So Davis holds. We're at 2 games to love. Is it a decisive advantage in this final set? Stevens needs to respond now.
Next person. 15. Game Stevens.
So Stevens holds, needed to hold there. Davis 2 games to 1 now in this final set.
Tie. Nets, first serve. So the door slightly open for Sloane Stephens here again. A couple of opportunities. So Stephens now gets the break back. Match tightening up again. 2 games all in this final set. Coming up tonight, Monica Niculescu and Kirsten Flipkins to complete our quarterfinal matches earlier today. And then there was Nina 6-3, 6-2 over Yamila Gaidasova and Mona Bartel 6-3, 6-3 over Svetlana Peronkova. Again, just going on the attack. No margin for error for Lauren Davis there, but really taking the game up to Sloane Stephens, who worked pretty hard to get back into this set. And now faces another task. 3 break points for Lauren Davis. Oh, did well. Took that above shoulder heights. Brought it down nicely. There is the break to love. Davis, 3-2 final sets. So now Lauren Davis broken previous service game and broke Stephens 3-2. With all the pace off the ball, it was up to Davis to generate her own power. Tricky ball, just straight up in the air. This time it's Davis with the power.
15-30.
Wow. Great hitting from both players. That's too big. We go break for break in this final set. Around at 3 games all. Still anyone's game. Who'll be able to hold serve? Gave that absolutely everything, Sloane Stephens. Not backed off 1 inch today. She just have enough firepower to get over the top of Lauren Davis, who's playing a fantastic match. Seen very few balls missed by more than an inch from any of the lines today. And that's just brushed the line.
30-15.
Really hard to say whether this tennis could go up again because they're playing at such a fantastic level already. Both players both deserve to win this match. Wonderful from both players again. This time Sloane Stephens in control. But just gives you an idea of why Lauren Davis has got to this stage of the tournament, running down everything. Points now for 4-3 in the final sets. He's out. There is the hold. Davis can't believe it. It was a late call, but it was the right one.
Stevens leads by 4 games to 3.
And we go around on serve now. Stevens 4-3 final set.
Davis is requested to see the finish.
Don't go anywhere. Big finish to this match coming up. And for Lauren Davis, Enrico Ricci coming out onto court just to speak to her. Some final words before we get into the business end of this set.
Time.
Just being slightly concerned. Both players sliding across the court. One missed shot here, one winner there. That's all we're talking about this match. Two hours and 13 minutes on court. Lauren Davis, 59% first serve percentage, winning 55% of those points. 48% on the second ball. Better than what Stevens is going at the moment on the second serve, just 35% for her. Not just wide. Stevens here getting a foothold in the Davis service game. Both players working overtime, and I'm sure the umpire will just allow a bit more time between the points here. Great volley, full stretch, and that backhand side from Davis. It's the right shot for Stevens to play. That was a very difficult volley that was well picked up.
fights back. 4-all in this final set. The winner to play Lena Vesnina in the semi-finals. Lauren Davis, 3-set winner over Nina Brachikova in the last round of qualifying. 3-set win over Bojana Babusic. Straight sets against Sarana Kostaya, the second seed. And this is very much a player in form. And getting a good understanding as to why. Just willing herself on at the moment, Lauren Davis.
15-30.
Already played one third-set tiebreaker. That was against Bojana Babusic in the opening round. She can go the distance. Sloane Stephens played a lot of tennis in 2013 as well. Wow, that was very close to the line. The commentary position is on the other sideline, so a bit hard to see. %, first serves one, Sloane Stephens. Going in 62% of the time. That's pretty good by way of numbers. We're looking for a big first serve here. Well, we saw the match of the tournament last night between Peng Shuai and Monica Niculescu. I can tell you, this one is right up there. Clean hitting from both players. Too many unforced errors. Plenty of winners. Been plenty of highlights in this match. Just drifted wide at the last moment. Unlucky for Davis. Trying to take all the pace off the ball. Seeing these ground strokes from both players as the match has worn on. Get progressively shorter. Stephens, game point 5-4. Holds on, holds serve, 5-4. Lauren Davis will come out and serve to stay in the match. Just a moment.
Tie.
Lauren Davis showing she's up for a fight still in this match. Bounces out of the chair. Serving to stay in at 4-5. That was sitting up to be hit. Good work from Stevens. Davis on the defensive all the way through. Sloane Stevens now 3 points away from the match. And again, just too short from Davis now. The resistance is starting to fall. Played such a great match, Lauren Davis. Had a great tournament. Still not done with yet, though, but Sloane Stevens very much with the advantage. It's a good follow-up. Under pressure, coming up with a big first serve.
15-30.
Oh, just missing again. What great tennis from both players. It's been a high-quality match. But now Sloane Stevens, the number 8 seed, has 2 match points. One saved.
34.
I say under pressure, Davis has come up with the big serves. Just the right time. Needs another one here. Now, it's a matter of placement. Go out wide. Forcing Stevens to hit the wide backhand. Maybe a body serve, perhaps. Wonderful tennis. What a way to save a match point. Two match points saved.
The players have done some heavy work. You'd love to have a pedometer to see how many steps, how far they've actually run during this match, because they've run an absolute mile.
This long between points. You can't keep taking this long between points. Too slow.
Tom Sweeney just reminding Davis to keep going. Oh, terrific again.
Advantage, Davis.
So, already with a warning from the umpire for taking your time. I must say, the umpire being too strict on the interpretation, I think, at this stage. Players have run a long way. There's a little bit of latitude. What brilliant fights from Lauren Davis. Would you expect anything else? 5-all. Remember, we play tie-break if we get to 6-all. It is trending towards that at the moment. 2 match points saved by Lauren Davis. And now, what can Sloane Stephens come up with? Should also point out, too, that Davis received a warning from the umpire earlier in the match for taking too much time between points, so doesn't want to give away another warning because the penalties start to increase as that catches the edge of the line. In particular, the point penalty, which is so crucial at this stage of the match. Coming up tonight, Monica Nicolescu and Kirsten Flipkins, the last of the quarter-final matches. Elena Vesnina to face the winner of this match. Come up with the big shot, running all over the court. The energy required to do that is enormous. 5-all, 30-all final sets. Another close one on our hands here in Hobart. And so many good matches across this week. Still got one quarter-final, the semi-finals and the final to come. Not going to overrule from there. Even tough for Lauren Davis to make that assessment from the other end of the court. Just wants everything just to drop in. It's not missing by much. Neither player has. Game point for 6-5 for Stephens. You could see Davis going back to that corner. The line was open, but already committed to the shot. Oh, wonderful again. Great depth. Oh, magnificent backhand. Has the time. As I mentioned, hasn't been missing by much, and that's what she's been going to, aiming for the corners. Wow. Break point opportunity now for Lauren Davis. Really lean into that backhand that time. The plan for Davis now is to just block the power of Stevens. Keep Stevens well behind the baseline. Just can't generate as much power. Should keep her off balance. We are a deuce. Oh, I can't get to that one. Oh, amazing running by Lauren Davis. Just gives you an idea of what this match has been like. Sloane Stevens is in control for certainly throughout the first set. Lost a little bit in the second, and then in the third set they've just swapped momentum shifts. Davis now needs to get a little bit of a move on. Stevens, game point for 6-5. And gets it. What a great match. Stevens 6-5 in the third set. Davis again coming out to force this to a tiebreaker.
Tie. Five at the service end and one at the net.
So Davis again serving to stay in the match. Oh, going for it that time. You see both players just take the pace off the ball. Saying to one another, if you're going to come up with a big shot, you've got to generate your own pace on it.
Oops, just off balance there, Davis. Had to check that shot at the last second. Oh, wonderful up the line. We've seen that plenty of times today from Lauren Davis, just picking the moment and going for it. Courageous from the qualifier. Got there just on pure will alone. 30 all now. Wasn't going to get to that next one. Good to see Stevens on the attack there. Because now we see, after such a long match of high quality tennis, Lauren Davis again facing a break point, but it is now a match point. 2 hours, 39 minutes on court for these players. And Lauren Davis again has to come up with the big point, has to come up with the big serve. She can do it. We've seen it a couple of times in this final set. Match point, Stevens. And she can't. Sloane Stevens, 2 hours and 40 minutes of high quality tennis. Is through to the semi-finals of the 2013 Moorilla Hobart International. 6-3, 4-6, 7-5. And what a magnificent match from both of these players. The crowd showing their appreciation. And this is what we can expect from these players through the years. American tennis is in very good shape. Great match. 7-5 in the third. Stevens will now take on Elena Vesnina in the semi-finals, which will be on tomorrow here in Hobart. Great match. The crowd was enthralled all the way through, and they show their appreciation for Lauren Davis, who came through qualifying to get to this stage. 6 matches played at this tournament. She can be very pleased with their efforts, even though she was disappointed she didn't get the win. Played very well today. And Sloane Stevens moves through. Tough test, and that'll put her in good stead for the rest of the tournament. She'll take on Elena Vesnina next. And that finishes our day session matches. Elena Vesnina 6-3, 6-2 over Moorilla Gajdosova. Mona Bartel, the defending champion, 6-3, 6-3. And a 3-set win here for Sloane Stevens, a tight one. Coming up tonight from 7:15 Hobart time, Monica Niculescu taking on Kirsten Flipkins as we finalise the semi-final matchups, and we look forward to your company then.